In this tutorial, we will see style components in React. So style component is library which is used to write CSS styles inside your React component. In simple words, when we use style components, then we don't need to create another file for CSS. We can write CSS in our React component. Let's see this practically. So here I have new React application. Let's remove this all code, and using reusable we can create new functional component. Now at the place of this div, we add paragraph tag and text. This is paragraph tag. Now without style component, if we have to add style for this paragraph, then we have to add here class name, and after that we have to add style in app.css file. So let me show you how we can add style using the style component. First of all, we have to install style component package. So open up terminal and write npm install style components and hit enter. It will take some time and done. Now minimize this terminal. So first of all, we have to import style object from style components. Now here I want to create one component called title equals to, here we use the style object that we import from style components dot. Now here we have to add our tag name, which is h1 or paragraph or button or any tag you want to use. Just see this one time and your all doubts will go away. After that we add here backticks, and between these backticks we have to add our style for this component which we created. So I simply add here styles like background color to purple, font size to 2 rem, and padding to 20 pixel. Note that here we have to write CSS in the same syntax which we use in CSS file. So here we have our title component ready, which have all these styles. So how can we use that? We use this component same as we use other components in React. So after this paragraph, we add our title component and add here text. This is style component, and that's it. Let's just add here fragments because we are returning multiple tags here. Save this and take a look. See, we get our text in those styles which we added. Now let's inspect this so your all doubts will clear. You can see we get here h1 tag because we pass here h1. If we change that to h3, then we get here h3. And here you can see class added in that h3 tag, which is added by style components. Now we can use this title component multiple times, and we don't need to worry about adding class name or all these things. We can also create that in a separate component and then use it in multiple components. And one more thing, if you are interested in learning React from beginner to advanced level, then I will give one link in description and pin comment. Just register in, and first 100 students will get this course completely free with certificate. Now here we use s3 tag which don't have any attributes, right? But imagine tomorrow I decide to create button with style component, or let's say I want input tag with type checkbox or something else. Then how can we pass attributes? Solution is very simple. We can pass our all attributes in this component as we pass props to other React component. So here we simply pass type attribute to submit. Save the changes and take a look. See, we get here button with type submit. Now you might think how we can get props in this style component. It is really simple. Let me show you. So here I duplicate this button and pass here mode equals to light. Now here I just write dollar curly brackets, and inside this we get props, arrow function, and we use here ternary operator. So props dot mode equals to light. If it is true, then return in double quotes gold. else purple. Save these and take a look. See, we get here gold button. Now imagine you have to change multiple properties when mode is light. So here is a second way to do that. Simply write here dollar, curly brackets, and inside this props, arrow function, props.mode equals to light. If it is true, then we return in double quotes, background color to gold, semicolon. So the reason we have to add semicolon is because here we use semicolon and we have to return style in same format. Now we add color to black and again semicolon. Else background color to purple, semicolon, color to white, semicolon. Save these and see, gold button has black color and purple button has white color. So you can use any method for writing condition. It's totally depends on you. Now I duplicate this code one more time and remove these both attributes. Suppose I want to change this one tag, let's say anchor tag, but I want the same style. So how can we do that? Should we duplicate this code and change the tag here? But this is not the best way, because we are duplicating the code. So here is a simple solution. Every style component have one property called as, and in double quotes we can pass our tag name, which is A. Save this and take a look. See, we change button tag to anchor tag. Now if we want to pass here attributes like href equals to has, save these and see, here we get href. Now sometimes we want to add nested tags, like here in anchor tag, I want to change the color of style component text. So for that, I add here span tag and wrap style component into this. Now the question is, how we can add style for this span tag? Don't worry, in this style, just how we do in CSS file, we add here span and curly brackets. And inside this, we can write our style. Background color to cyan and color to black. Or we can even declare class style here. Let's say .second text. And we pass here class name equals to second text. Save the changes and take a look. See, we get here style. So this is we call nest style in style component. Now let me show you one trick which is very useful for style component. You can see when we type style here, we don't get auto suggestions because this is not CSS file. So we have one extension called VS Code Style Components. Install this extension. This will give us auto suggestion for style component. So write here padding and see, we get suggestions. So that's little bonus for you. Now in style components, we can also use pseudo elements. So here we add ampersand. This ampersand is referred to current tag or class. So here current tag is this button. And we add colon, hover, and in curly brackets, transform scale to 1.1. Save this and take a look. See, for only button, we get this hover effect. Now suppose we add here ampersand, then that ampersand means this second text class. So that's how we use pseudo elements in style components. Just simply imagine this backticks as your CSS file and start writing styles for that component. Now let's see one little but important concept of style component, which is global style. First of all, I delete this app.css file because we don't use that in our app component. Now there are only one CSS file in our project, which is this index.css file. We know that in this index.css file, we write our all global styles like global font size, or I like to use star, curly brackets, margin to 0, padding to 0, and boxing size to border box. So how can we define global style in style component? So for that, I create new folder called styles. And inside this folder, we create a new file called GlobalStyle or whatever you want to call. Now in this file, first we import create global style method from style component. Now just simply write const global style equals to create global style and backticks. Now in this backticks, we can add our all global styles. So I simply copy this index.css styles and paste it here. And at last, we export default this global style component. Save these, and in app.js file, at the top, we add here global style component. This will add all global style for our application. So that's how we define global styles in style components. Now to make our code clean, I just cut this style component from here and paste it at the bottom. Save this and see, our component looks clean. So I hope you understand style component in React and how it works. If you learned something, then please press like button for YouTube algorithm. Your like and comment will help me to reach more learners like you. And one more thing, I started working on the Ultimate React.js course 2023. But it will take some time to create complete course. So register yourself for free access to the course for first 100 students. See you in the next tutorial. Till then, keep learning and have a nice day.